What direction would you like to DC to take?
I can tell you this, in the world of Black Adam, it was important to us.
How could you describe this version of this movie?
Spoilers? I don't know what I can say.
What did you think of Sabak? Did you like Sabak?
I'm gonna be honest. Sabak is not the thing I love of the movie.
Sure.
But the heroes are so great. I don't
Perfect.
care about that.
Okay. It's honest, good, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this movie because you've been working on this movie for many years.
Yes.
What does it mean to you personally?
Everything. Andres, everything. It's my career. This is the one that has been with me for over a decade. I'm sure like you, a deep DC fan. And I grew up a little boy, a DC boy. I like Marvel, but I love DC. So to sit here today and to deliver Black Adam to you and to the world, it means everything to me. In many ways, the first movie I put out in my career, Scorpion King, was the most important movie of my career. The other most important movie of my career is this one. And I'm honored. But also, it's like, it reflects, I think, just resilience, man. And I understand this, and you understand this too. You sat across, I'm sure, from a lot of actors who have played these superheroes, both sides of the fence in Marvel and DC, is the studio will go after the properties that they feel they can make money. But 10, 12 years ago, it was not a fight, but it was just pause for a second and just look deeply at Black Adam, Shazam, the JSA, who predates, as you know, the Justice League. So they're all there. So the resilience of pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and then getting them to a place where they go, okay, yeah, I think we see it. Okay, well, let us make this movie, and then we'll go, and then we'll see.
Well, maybe I'm wasting my time telling this story.
Tell me.
One day, Warner called me and they said if I would want to appear in a Shazam movie, a hero named Shazam, and I was like, come on, what the? Shazam is like the best hero in the world.
Yeah.
And to be in that movie, it was something really special for me.
Were you in it?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic, man.
Yeah. And I gotta thank you because you're the producer in that movie. You're the producer in this movie also. And for me, it's an honor to be part of the DC universe. It's something amazing.
I'm so happy that you told me that story. That's not a waste of time. That's an important, critical story. So now we're both in this DC universe.
I mean, I'm just like...
No, but you're still in it though, and that's the thing. But also you speak to something that it goes back to the resilience. So when you're trying to say, hey, just look at these characters and look at this Bible, look at the DC Bible, look at the JSA. Yeah, but it's nobody knows these guys. But that's okay, nobody knows these guys. Just give us an opportunity and we'll present them to the world over a cadence of period of time where they will get to know them, and then hopefully they'll fall in love with them. So when it was first presented to us and the script came in, the script was Black Adam and Shazam in one script. And it was just a mosh of, I just put them both together because they're both connected. So that's when I said, we can't do it like this. We have to respect Shazam and his origin story. And that has to be his own movie. Respect Black Adam. This has to be his own movie. Build them up, and then they can do this.
I'm waiting for the crossover. And
the crossovers, yeah, they're gonna happen.
I am waiting for it.
Don't kill people.
Well, I do.
I think this movie is very exciting.
Thank you.
And I really love Hawkman. It looks amazing.
They did
I'm a
an incredible
DC
job.
fan, and that was the best thing of the movie.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't tell Dwayne Johnson.
Our visual effects team is insane. The team that created the costume over at Legacy Effects Studios, they did such an incredible job. And then you have our costume designers, Kurt and Bart, who design all the costumes, and those guys are legendary when it comes to the industry. So when I saw what they were cooking up, I was like, oh, we are about to do something different. This is incredible.
Talking about Hawkman, there are many origins of this character.
Yeah.
How could you describe this version of this movie?
Spoilers? I don't know what I can say.
It's okay.
This is Carter Hall, and I can't yet say which version we're playing off of because we're establishing that. We established that in the film, and as we go into the future, we'll get into that a little bit more. So I cannot spill the beans yet, but I will say the man is truly a warrior. I think dealing with ghosts of his past, which drive his belief in what justice is and motivates how he moves through the world. And as you see, Dr. Fate is sort of his anchor, so the rich history that we have there is really quite telling about who Carter Hall, i.e. Hawkman, actually is and where he's coming from. It's because of their relationship, their history. You can see the sort of the scars of battle that they've been through. But as far as true origin, I can't speak on it.
And let's talk about Isis. So this character is from the comics, and it's a new interpretation in this movie, right? Mm-hmm. He has a different name and different origin. Can you talk about it?
She's a single mother. She, has a very loyal love to her country, to Kahndaq. She's very familiar with the mythology of the country, with the history. Her superpower, I guess, in all of this is, the fact that she is a mother and that she wants to fight for the freedom of her country and her son, and will do anything to protect her son. I myself am a single mom, so I can only imagine the lengths that a parent would go to keep their children safe.
Born out of rage.
I enjoy the movie. I think it's really exciting. And as a fan of DC Comics, it's a great thing to have these kind of movies. How would you describe Black Adam as a movie?
Intense, action-packed.
For sure.
It's awesome. But awesome in the sense of I was reading a science textbook once. One time when I was in 7th grade in science class. And it described a volcanic eruption as awesome. So that's the word that I use to describe Black Adam.
Oh, wow.
And what was like filming the cyclone scenes? Because they're crazy.
Yeah.
Was it hard?
It wasn't hard. It was an experience. Mostly because I worked a lot with my dance double on the physical movement, and then it was interesting still having that movement, but being up in the air, being on a rig, and moving very fast. So it was interesting, but being able to do that in the first place is such a joy. So yeah, it was incredible.
Let's talk about Atom Smasher. What was like bringing him to life? It's kind of different from the comic books, right?
Yeah, because this is kind of before a lot of Atom Smasher's presence in the comic books. You get to watch him as a meta-human turn into a superhero. But it's so super fun because his powers, of course, is that he grows. He gets very, very large. He can control his molecular structure. So while Q was suspended on ropes, I was in a mocap suit with the whole performance capture rig on, and that was really fun. I'd never done that before.
And what was like acting with The Rock? Was it fun? Was it hard? Because he's a tough guy, right?
He's a tough guy, but he's lovely. As an actor, he's insanely fun to work with.
Yeah.
Because he improvises.
Yeah. Which I did not expect. Also incredibly funny too. And it's just wow, okay, great. We're all on the same level doing our thing and really are a team. And that felt so comforting.
He's got time for you too.
Yeah.
If you got a question, this isn't really, what do you think about this? He always has time for you and will answer your question and really, really take a moment to find the best answer as well with you.
How can you describe this movie in general?
Well, I think DJ says it best. When he says the hierarchy of DC is about to change, he really means it, because this is a very new introduction of what not only a DC film is, but a superhero film. The tone, is incredible. Black Adam in general is something that we have never seen. We've always seen directly good, directly bad. The hero, the villain, there you go. Black Adam finds himself somewhere in the middle. We've never seen that. It's the very first time in superhero space. So the film in itself is an introduction of a great many new things. And I just say it's a wild new ride for audiences. And you know what? Sit back and relax, because they will enjoy it.
as a producer, what direction would you like to DC to take?
I can tell you this, in the world of Black Adam, it was important to us to respect and acknowledge that all the characters coexisted. Everyone knew about each other, and they're not siloed off over here and this one is over here. So I would also, when I talk about this is a new era in the DC universe, it sounds cool, and a new era of a anti-hero era. There's a lot of ways you can interpret that. But the main way to interpret it as how we mean it is this new era in the DC universe, starting with Black Adam, is you listen to the fans, and the fans will always guide you to where you want to go.